Good morning, guys. I just wanted to reach out and let you know what's going on because it's been a couple of days, and I wanted to tell you what I've been working on and what you should be working on, because I know that a lot of you have probably been waiting to hear from me regarding like assignments and things like that. So, first of all, let me tell you that it is hard working from home with a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old, because they're constantly like, they want me to feed them and they want to drink things and they have to go to the bathroom, and I'm like, stop. So, I apologize for any delays. I'm working really hard to get through your questions that you guys are sending me. Some of you have been like writing me messages and things like that. And then I'm also like, I have meetings on my end. We've been doing all of our meetings as like a department and as a school electronically using technology and apps that I am totally unfamiliar with. So it's been a learning process for all of us. Like I'm sure all of your teachers are in the same boat. So if you're like sitting there like, I feel like I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, or I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something, don't stress out, because we are just like, I feel like your teachers are kind of just, we're learning and we're trying to help you get through this. And so there's going to be a little bit of a delay, I think, for a lot of your teachers with getting assignments to you and communicating and whatnot. So what I've pretty much been doing yesterday, I went into my classroom and I got out as many things as I could that I thought we might need for the rest of the year. I know that they said that we would be back in April. I am, I'd like to be optimistic about that, but I'm not 100% sure if that's going to happen. So I'm kind of planning on just our being out for the rest of the year. So I grabbed as much as I could. I emailed things to myself, files and stuff. And I set up my home office yesterday. So if you don't have a space yet that's kind of designated for doing schoolwork, I recommend that you work on that while you have maybe a lull with some of your assignments. I haven't had a chance to like really look at my lesson planning yet because I have been trying to finish grading things for Q3 and getting my grades finalized. I had a lot of students that had extended absences, and so they've been like emailing me questions about, well, how do I make up tests and stuff? So that's kind of taken some of my time trying to answer their questions from Q3. Q3 grades for me are still due on March 30th. So that's why I'm kind of prioritizing wrapping up that quarter before I like really dive into Q4 with the rest of you. So again, just if you could be patient, that would be awesome. Then I'm going to start doing my lesson planning, and then I can give you like more details as far as what I need you to be doing. I do know some things though, so let me tell you that. AP, like I said, you guys should be writing your synthesis essay. You should be typing it because it is going to be an online submission. And I don't know the logistics for that yet. I am working to learn technology. So as soon as I do, I will let you know. I am planning on having that due probably at the beginning of next week sometime, probably like Tuesday. And I'll talk to you, of course, about like what I chose and how you can upload on that and help you out and whatnot. Few reminders for that. Please write me a good essay. I'm stranded at home and my mental health is already on the brink. I'm just kidding. I'm good. But please don't give me something that is going to make me like hate reading it. Okay, so I need you to actually try to write a really solid essay, something that is going to be interesting, something that addresses actual logical complex counter arguments and refutes them in a complex multifaceted way. Please don't throw everything out the window that we've been covering all year long in regards to writing and thinking. You're writing for a complex audience. You're writing for a critical thinker. So just keep that in mind as you are doing it. Remember that you should be struggling to keep your essay below, I would say, 3 pages. Like if you have anything less than 3 pages, it's probably not going to be a very solid argument or synthesis essay. So you should be struggling to keep it like anything less than 3 pages. I would say 3 to 6 pages is probably good. There's not technically a length requirement on it, but just make it solid, make it watertight. For my English 2 honors students and my English 2 ESOL students, this week what we were supposed to be doing was we were supposed to be doing mental health modules, and those are still a requirement. Like you have to have completed them in order to graduate. They're not for a grade or anything like that, but it is state mandated that all students complete them. So I'm going to post the instructions for that on Edsby, and I need you to log on. There's 3 modules that you have to complete, and you will need sound, whether it's just coming out of your computer or through your headphones. I'm not sure if you can access it on your phones. You can try to do that. But we had, I think, 4 days scheduled for that. And so, you know, it's going to take a little bit of time. If you can try to have that completed by the beginning of next week, that would be ideal, so that when I start giving you actual like assignments for a grade, you don't have to worry about them then. The school will be on you until you complete them. Like, what if it's not the end of this year, them reaching out to you at the beginning of next year, they will, because like I said, it's state mandated. Legally, all students in Florida have to complete these modules. So those instructions will be coming. I'm reading my notes. Okay, so English 2 honors, you guys are working on a self-reflection tier right now where you have to write a paragraph, and I gave you guys a worksheet for that before we left. It is a tiered assignment, so for tier 1, remember that you're using the framework on the actual worksheet. If you're doing tiers 2 or 3, you're not using that framework. I do recommend typing this if possible, or you might want to upload a scan application. Like I use Genius Scan, and that works really well. So if you're handwriting it on the worksheet, you can scan it in, and I'll tell you how to submit it. But make sure that you're completing that. That was supposed to be due on Thursday the 26th. I will let you know what the actual due date's going to be, but if you can just kind of like use Thursday the 26th as your goal date, then you'll know that it's out of the way and completed. So when I ask you to upload it, you'll be able to do that. Oh, you're also reading Things Fall Apart. You're reading chapters 8 through 12. I do recommend annotating those pages because I am planning on still having you write the essay at the end. But the annotations probably, for like my sanity's sake, won't be for a grade. Oh, and you have to write text-dependent questions for those chapters as well. Please plan on using the worksheet that I had given you, and you'll probably end up scanning those to turn them in. And then the last thing that I need to tell you guys is that the school district asked us to call all of our first period people and do like a brief survey with parents to find out what kind of technology you have access to and what you don't have access to, so that we can make sure that people who don't have access can get access. So just note first period people that I will be calling you today or tomorrow at some point. All right, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing reasonably well. I feel like my office is coming together, and I'm excited to kind of get back into work, because I will tell you what, being a stay-at-home mom, even briefly, is like the hardest thing ever. I'm like, I wish I was working. It's so much easier than watching a 1-year-old and a 5-year-old. So I miss you guys. I hope that you're doing well, and I will be in contact with you again soon. Have a good day.